So it's almost 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
It's 44 seconds away from being 9 o'clock.
All right, let me know when I could start because I've been singing this song since I woke up this morning.
Oh, are you singing My Life again?
No, Piano Man.
Let's see, make sure we're up everywhere we're supposed to be here. Are we?
Oh, check my X account. Yes.
Are we really? Okay. Oh, yep. Look at that. All right, good. Good. Everything's working.
Awesome.
In theory.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Okay.
The regular crowd shuffles in.
I don't think they do, actually.
There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic engine.
I hate that term. That goes back to, do you want to make love or do you just want to fool around? I hate that. I hate
She's talking to Davy, who's still in the Navy. Probably will be for life.
Uh-huh. Thank God I've only got 20 more seconds to listen to this.
You know something though, Brad? They're sharing a drink they call loneliness.
Well, that's better than drinking alone.
Than drinking alone.
Better than drinking alone. Is this intro ever going to end? I'm starting to question the wisdom of having an intro like that. That's not really, and it's not really an open to the show. It's just an intro. So you can open the show. Go.
Hello, welcome to today titled Brad and Jeffy Ride Again. I don't know what we're riding, but we're doing it again. So welcome to Saturday morning with Brad and Jeff. Brad, of course, from the Daily Mojo and Mojo 50, and myself from Chewing the Fat. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. My gosh, you look great today. Don't let anybody tell you different. And your skin is glowing, Brad, today. What's going on?
It is. I do. I just feel pretty, and I've moisturized my hands and my elbow, and so now I feel
glowing.
presentable. I could almost go outside now.
But you know that it's glowing. Now I'm a little bummed. There was no, I thought I was going to be able to come on here this morning and say, hey, I won the Mega Millions. Leave me alone. We're not doing this show anymore. But there was no winner. So we now have $1.1 billion for the next jackpot. So it might be worth playing. The jackpot for Mega Millions is Tuesday. It's coming up Tuesday, 3/26/24. And there were 30, this has been like the 30th drawing without a winner.
Wow.
Incredible. I know. It's worth playing.
I could do so many things. You know what? I'd buy a new truck.
525.8. I hate those little man on the street interviews so much.
I would buy
what would you do if you won $1 billion? I'd buy a new car. Really? Thank you. Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
I'd pay off my mom and dad's house, but they're both dead, so I don't have to. I don't have to worry about that anymore.
There was a couple houses I might buy just to tear down and watch them crumble.
Isn't that what Bezos did No, it was Bill Gates in Florida. Remember that? He bought that big plot of land and he's building this monstrosity on the beach, and I think he tore some stuff down.
Well, first of all, when you want to build a beautiful mega mansion and you buy the property and you have a few knockdowns on the property, everybody does that, duh. But there is the guy that owns the Carolina Panthers. I think that's him. Yeah. He did actually. Some guy didn't give him a job or fired him once at some point before he became a billionaire. And once he got all this money, he bought that guy's house and knocked it down. I'm pretty sure that's the story.
Yeah, David
pretty sure
Tepper.
That's the story. Yeah.
It was a 300 out NFL fine. Oh no, it's a different story. No. Then they fined $300,000 after he threw. Oh no, he's got a little bit of a temper.
That's from this last season,
right?
Yeah.
He's got a temper. He threw a drink toward.
Yeah, he threw a drink on. Yeah, he was in the box and somebody was hollering at him and he tossed a drink at him. No big deal. Move on.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a douche.
Yeah, he most definitely is.
He really.
So this is the 8th biggest lotto jackpot in history at 1.1 billion. And now the top 10 are all $1 billion. Yeah, the top 10 jackpots are all $1 billion.
Yeah, but what can you really do with $1 billion anymore? It's not what it used to
You
be.
can buy a new car.
Yeah.
I can put new plants in front of my house.
That the floor in the bathroom that's, all bubbled up and stained, we could get that replaced.
Now, the Powerball, that drawing is tonight. All right. That drawing is only worth $750 million worth for the jackpot. That's the 15th biggest jackpot. And I know I'm infatuated with the lotto because here's the thing. I'm going to share this with you and anyone else here on Saturday morning. I want to win. Here's the thing.
Is that asking too much? Is it?
That's not. I don't think it is.
I don't either.
I'll donate money to some charities. I'll give money to Juanita, who sold me the ticket at Walmart gas station. I will. I'll be nice with it.
Yeah, me too.
I'll spread it around. I'll make sure everybody has some money from the winning jackpot. I promise. And I mean that.
Very nice.
Promise.
Me too.
I will sign that ticket. If you ask me what I'm going to do, I will sign the ticket, put it in a safe, and go get my ducks in a row. And make sure that all the trust funds are set up for the wife's grandkids and the relatives, so everybody gets a little bit of a piece. And there's going to be a note attached to each trust fund. That's it. Have a nice day. All right? You're welcome. This is what you get. Don't come begging for more. Don't come banging on the door saying, I invested in shoes that didn't make any money. I don't care. Okay.
And you have to do all this stuff. You have to set it up before you announce you've won.
Yes. Oh yeah. You get that. Get all your ducks in a row, and then you go and collect the jackpot.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm prepared.
By the way, Roger Rabbit, Paige, Sue, Mary, and Sue again. Hi. Sue wants to win too, but she thinks you need to buy a ticket.
No. Well, duh, you can't win if you don't play.
I don't know about that. How do you know?
What do you mean? You have to have a ticket?
Have you ever seen a person actually turn in a ticket to win? No. You're told that, but then we were told that they landed on the moon.
Oh, shut up.
What? I don't believe anything anymore.
Up.
I don't believe a damn thing anymore. Sorry.
Oh, so it's just made up.
Possibly. Do you know?
See, because I got to tell you this. What you've done to me now, Brad, you have done this to me. And I am very angry with you, as a matter of fact, because I don't believe in anything. So I'm in a new backgammon tournament. And I'm being beaten right now by Curious Deer, Lively Shrew, Expensive Piranha. I'm in 7th place. Baby Iguana, and Hilarious Skylark. But now I don't think they're real.
They probably aren't.
I don't think they're real because I can't figure out how to give myself a name. Like, I don't know.
I can't.
Dead Mongoose or something like that. I want a name like that, but I can't give it to me because I can't figure out how to name myself in the game.
It's a scam. Do you win any money in that, or is it just for bragging rights that you?
Oh man, I just raking it in. No, it's just a stupid in-game thing.
So you're just wasting time, is what you're doing. Asking for a friend. That's all.
Correct. That's exactly what I've done. As I'm listening to whatever videos that I have to listen to in audio, I can play backgammon.
Right.
That's all.
See, I can't do that. I can't listen to one thing and do something different. How long are we going to go before we get into what's really going to piss people off? Or Kate Middleton.
Oh, I know.
No, not just the cancer.
Sad.
Yeah, it is very sad. And who knows what it's, if it's.
Are you saying you believe it?
Yeah, I believe that she has cancer. But now that there's this theory online that whole video that she did was AI generated.
So you don't believe it?
No, I believe the cancer diagnosis, but people don't necessarily believe that was her sitting there talking to the camera. And they've got a couple of points because she's wearing the same thing she was wearing in a video like 7 years ago. The background never moves. There are weird reflections. And wait
so
a
it's possible.
Second. Yeah, it's possible. And don't forget, in theory, and I don't believe that she was the one who photoshopped that last picture. Can you see Kate Middleton sitting in the? I'm just gonna erase this part and put a hand over.
She's an amateur. She said she was an amateur photographer and she likes to play around with photographs.
So it was her. All right, fine.
Well, every time I think about how the Royals doing something, do you remember the show on HBO with Gary Janetti and called The Prince? It is so funny, and it's all about the Royals. It is hilarious.
Right.
Janetti is hilarious, and it's about the Prince, but they get carried to go to the bathroom, and they get carried to have sex. It's really hilarious.
Right.
And I believe that.
Therefore,
I want to believe that.
And therefore, it is not out of the question, and I don't think it's unreasonable to suspect that it's AI, considering the last image, albeit not a moving image, the last image they put out was fake.
Yeah.
And then they put out a video, but no, this one's real. This one here, no, the fake. I know, fake video, but here's a video. This one's real, and people are like, yeah. Now, I'm not saying it's not real. I don't know, but there are some points they make.
I know.
And then there's the dude who got stung on the testicles.
I'm not a fan of that, by the way. Did he get stung by what type of animal did he get? When you say stung, that means a bee?
I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm going to save that one for later. Let's just say you don't want it to happen. But there's got to be some reason for people to hang around. I mean, it's not going to be this. So, not that they can, and no fair Googling. Man stung.
Well, it's too late. They're already doing it.
No, they're not.
They've already paused. They've already stopped the backgammon game, and they're Googling stung in the testicles.
No, they're not gonna, because I trust everyone right now listening and watching to play by our rules.
There are rules. There are actual rules?
As far as they know. Far as they know.
Sure. So, I mean, we can talk about what I've had on my mind since yesterday, and I know you have as well. But it's a little concerning, and it's gonna
drag us down.
Look, the last week has been really upsetting to me for the attack on free speech,
and
in this country,
citizens.
And it's I know, and it's happening. It's happening in front of us. I saw a headline this morning. I'm gonna delete some words, and you tell me what they're talking about, who they're talking about here. Okay, crippling regulations, assaults on free speech, uncontrolled illegal immigration, and more are the result of failed blank policies.
That sounds like something they would say economic policies.
EU in Europe. They're talking about Europe. Wow. And in the headline it says, we can't and won't allow these ideas to spread to America and the world.
Wow.
Look around.
Yeah. See,
look around.
We're getting lied to. That's the part that bothers me. We get lied to, and then they come after us if we point it out. Hey, you're lying to us. Shut up. Lay on the floor, hands behind your back.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not how this is supposed to work.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how it works. Shut up.
And put on the handcuffs. It's bothersome. It's very bothersome.
I know.
And it affects comedy, because we can't get into the, you can't joke about stuff anymore.
Well, you can.
Yeah, but they look down. They look cross-eyed at you. I hate those cross-eyed people.
No, that's just she was cross-eyed. So she was. That wasn't on purpose. That's the way she was born.
Sorry. Wait a minute. Did I just am I sight biased? Am I eye biased? I apologize to all the cross-eyed people.
I mean, anybody has a weird eye. It's tough
to a walleye
to be around. It's tough to be around.
Mr. Ebner. No, Mr. Oh gosh, who? He had a walleye in 7th grade. Is that Ebner? Oh man, he was like, wait.
Is he your math teacher or wood shop?
I think he was Spanish.
Oh,
Spanish? No, he wasn't Spanish. He taught Spanish, but he had a wall, and you didn't know which eye you're.
Yeah.
You're like, which one do I look at?
That's the old Richard Pryor joke. You know, he had an eye that went every which way. He was hard to work for. And he said, I can't say the word, pick that up, and 4 or 5 of them bend down.
And you don't want to get caught looking from eye to eye, so you just have to pick like their nose and stare at their nose. Yeah.
Right.
Because then all of a sudden you'd realize you haven't listened to a thing that they've said because you're worried about which eye you're looking into.
Right. I mean, that's from the. I mean, if you look at the documentary Rocky, when he was seeing multiple Apollo creeds, they just told him hit the one in the middle.
Right. And which is good advice. And by the way, Apollo.
Excellent advice.
Okay. He just died.
So the executive director of Little Rock's airport, who was injured earlier this week. You know how you get injured with that bullet in your head. Man, I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate that. So he actually ended up dying. But he was in a shootout. The headlines are all in a shootout with federal agents at his home. And he was the executive director of the Bill and Hillary Clinton National Airport. Now, Brian Malinowski is his name. He was 53. Now, when I first saw this headline, when I first heard the story, obviously the only thing I care about is there's another person on the Hillary Bill death count murder list, right? I mean, it's the joke. It's a joke. Another one makes the list. So then I just move on. I just move. Some guy got killed. I move on. But when you read into this story, it is amazing what happened to this guy.
Yeah.
There was no reason for this guy to be murdered by the ATF. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? I meant shot and killed by accident in a shootout with the ATF.
Fisher with 2 F's.
No, I corrected it. I corrected it. I said it was a shootout with the ATF. He fired first.
All I do is
he fired first. They say it. They say he fired first. So I believe him.
Sure, absolutely.
I believe him.
Which is not to say it's not to say that the Clintons didn't have anything to do with it. Yes, he did. He did. But that's because they busted into his house at 6 in the freaking morning.
It's unbelievable. There was no real reason other than wanting a shootout, in my mind, why they would serve that search warrant at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Does he look like a thug?
He might be. I don't know. He might be. There might be. They might be bringing in tons of cartel dope into the airport. I don't know.
Might be.
He's selling guns. Now they didn't claim that he had anything, that he was running drugs or dealing with the cartel. They claimed that he had bought 100, 150 guns and sold some on the market at a gun show illegally because he didn't have a license.
Right.
Oh, that bastard. So the guy is running an airport.
Yep.
They've been following him around. I mean, they've had him under watch.
And he caught them following him a couple of times.
In the warrant, it talks about how he was driving erratically and got away from the one group that was following him. And I thought, well, then he knew he was being followed and got away. He wasn't driving erratically, and they lost him. They said, we lost because we didn't want to drive erratically.
Yeah. Oh,
right.
I've got a bunch of great cop videos on YouTube of them with the pit maneuver, knocking the back end of the car, make them spin out and roll the other car. Come on. And this is Arkansas. And they knew where he lived. What's he got?
Well, they knew where he worked.
Put a tracker on his car.
They knew where he worked.
Yeah. I mean,
he worked, and they were pissed. In the warrant, it talks about, and I know I'm not an attorney, I'm not a judge. You know what? I'm not even an official officer of the law. I was just reading the search warrant, and they talk about how his parking space at the airport was in a secured location at the airport, and they couldn't get in, and that obscured some of their visuals.
Yeah. And if they had a search warrant, though, couldn't they? I mean, they're not supposed to, but couldn't they use a satellite to see what he was doing if he was that big a deal?
How dare you? But they already had his phones. They already were listening in on his phones and stuff for guns.
Then they could have tracked him too.
So he may have been a bad guy. Right. And he may have been a terrible, horrible human being. I mean, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. But when you look at the search warrant, it wasn't even an arrest warrant because they have the boxes checked off. The basis for this search: evidence of a crime, check. Contraband, fruits of a crime, and other items illegally possessed, check. Property designed for use, intended for use, or used in committing a crime, check. The box under a person to be arrested or a person who is unlawfully restrained is not checked. So this is just a search warrant. They could have done this, and it says that they had to do it on or before a particular date, the 20th of March, and it could be done daytime, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. So any time during the day, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., they could have issued the search warrant. And they come banging down the door at 6 a.m. with a guy known to have all these guns. What do you think is going to happen?
They knew exactly. They knew exactly what would happen. And now, I just found this headline. Bizarre shooting in Arkansas is conjuring the wingnuts. So now anybody who's questioning this is now a wingnut.
Okay. All right.
Don't question it. Just shut your mouth and believe that he was a bad guy.
I mean, look, like I said, the guy might be a bad guy, and he might, but that's not what that search warrant was about.
No.
The search warrant was about finding guns, and that he had been selling guns without a license, and in fact, I guess had sold some to some undercover agents at some gun shows.
150 over what, 2.5 years?
Yeah, whatever.
So 75, so 3 a month. No, grams 12, 36, 6 a month. And they were mostly Glock pistols, I read. So he's selling pistols at gun shows that he buys, and he checked the box when he bought them saying they were for his personal use, and then he turned around and sold them. Damn it.
Right.
Right. You can do, that is my personal use. My personal use is I shot it. I want to sell it now.
I know.
This is happy Saturday.
I know.
Happy Saturday. I hope everybody.
I know.
Great Saturday.
I know.
Why'd you want to talk about this today anyway? Now I'm pissed again.
I mean, I don't understand.
It's because we're being
hunted. And of course, the ATF, where it's an ongoing investigation, and
can't comment.
We can talk about it.
We could, but we'd have to kill you too. And they're not joking.
And that might happen. That may happen.
Why aren't they going after tobacco stuff? In the ATF, isn't that part of alcohol, tobacco? When have you ever seen an alcohol raid or a tobacco raid?
They do.
Do they?
Yeah.
When was the last time they did a tobacco raid?
They killed that guy in New York. He was selling cigarettes on the street without any tags. What are we talking about?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Let's see. When was the last?
That was a few years ago now. But that was over cigarettes. That was over selling cigarettes without the tax stamp.
What was that guy's name?
I don't remember. I know that was about cigarettes. But I feel like I've read stories where they, what they're concerned with is the tax stamps. The government's not getting their cut.
Selling Lucy's. I mean,
I don't know if Lucy was involved or not.
Not that I would ever, not that I'd be out there selling Lucy's to the brothers, but I might be. I mean, if I could make a buck.
Who's Lucy's? What am I missing with Lucy?
The singles. You say it's one cigarette. It's a Lucy. Slang.
Okay.
You know what?
I don't know that I've ever heard them called that, but I understand. I got it. I got it. No problem.
You obviously have not spent nearly as much time in prison as I have.
I just remember my favorite Lucy moment was coming out of Penn Station one morning, and I always come out. It's an hour and a half ride in the morning from Trenton, New Jersey to Penn Station. So it's time for a cigarette. I gotta have a quick cigarette before I head to either the cab or head to the studios. And I'm standing outside and I smoke a cigarette. And this guy comes up to me, "Hey, man, I need a cigarette." And I was, "I need a cigarette." And I was like, "I'm out.
I don't smoke." What do you see?
And so he goes past me in the front of Penn Station. "Oh, well, white man, out! Won't give me a cigarette." He's just screaming at me for not giving him a cigarette. Awesome.
I miss New York.
I know.
I really do.
Me too.
I love Manhattan. I loved Manhattan.
Me too.
But not anymore. Damn it.
Me too.
Well, I'm trying to find out the. I can't.
If they busted any cigarettes, tobacco.
I can't find anything where they had been like, "Hey, we need to take this dude down. He is selling cartons of Marlboro Reds out of the back of his Chevy 1500 pickup truck, and we're going to take him down." I can't find anything. So it's mostly apparently they go after firearms. Weird. Because when was the last alcohol raid?
I'm sure that's the mandate. When
was the last alcohol raid? Because weren't they didn't they used to go after the guys in the mountains with the stills?
Yeah. They probably, that's the revenuers, right? They're after that.
It's always like they're after the money in the whole thing.
Exactly. That's what they call it. Up in the mountains, they'll keep away from the revenuers.
Right. Them.
Everybody wants the money. The government.
So bottom line is that I would recommend that anybody just dig into this Brian Malinowski case. Don't just.
It's really amazing. And will anything come of it? I don't know. Did anything
it'll disappear in 2 weeks?
When the FBI raided that guy's house in Utah at 6 a.m. in the morning, knowing they had talked to him before, they knew he had guns, and it was over a threat to the president on his social media page, which may or may not have been a threat that you needed to be concerned about. But they visited him in the past, so they knew who he was, and they busted into his home at 6 a.m. and big surprise, he shot.
Yeah,
he pulled his gun, and then they killed him, and they drug him out in the front yard and laid him in the front yard there for a while, so everybody got the message.
Well, and the official story was that he shot at them from the house, that he was outside and shot at them, and then they turned around. People locally said, no, they went in.
That's not what happened.
Right, and they dragged him out. And Mary says, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms should be the name of a superstore off the interstate, not a government agency.
I think there probably is one in Georgia.
Exactly. They sell fireworks, too.
Yeah, they do.
But just don't let this story die, because that's what's going to happen to this one, just like every other disturbing story, because they keep coming down the pike so fast.
I know.
And like tomorrow, it'll be something else. Like somebody.
I haven't seen an update on those kids from Massachusetts yet who, got in trouble and got charged with a crime for a Snapchat group chat, which is agonizing in and of itself. Well, we covered it earlier in the week on my show, Chewing the Fat, and on Mojo 50. Yeah. It just drives me insane. I'm sure maybe here in the near future, charges are dropped and we're done. Kids were suspended and the charges were dropped and move on.
Well, it'll be like a year.
Yeah, it'll be a long time
before we see that. The
family and the children have to go through it all.
Yeah, that's ridiculous for a Snapchat. It's dumb. Excuse me, a racist Snapchat conversation that included
I don't care what it was. I don't care what it was.
No, that's ridiculous.
It was a personal conversation. So what?
Yeah. You don't have to agree with what they're saying, but they have a right to say it. Huh. That's the problem.
That's old school, and I don't know that we live in old school.
Well, anymore. We're getting back there. We are getting back there fast.
I hope so.
Now, do you want to talk about the what? You want to talk about the Kate Middleton controversy? The new one?
I'm here for you.
Are you?
I'm here for you.
I don't know that I agree with that, but now it's very sad that Kate Middleton.
I thought we covered Kate.
Well, but not really. because there's a new controversy. The AI. And
I mean, I'm a fan. Look, I'm a fan of the Royals. I mean, I like to talk about them. I like to cover them. No problem. And I'm sorry that Kate has cancer.
It's horrible.
If she does. I got it. I believe,
I think she has cancer. I really do.
Okay.
I don't think that's a problem. But the issue is, let's see if this is part of the video here. Yeah, let's, all right, watch. This is...
Full messages of support and for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly...
This is, and this guy has been manipulating the speed, obviously, on this thing, but it's the only clean copy of the video that I could find. And just look at the background.
Okay.
I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you personally for all the wonderful messages of support and for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from
surgery. So what do we
surgery.
think is supposed to happen? That a breeze is supposed to come by or something?
Yeah, there's nothing back there. And there's nothing moving. Plus, and you know what? To be fair, she may have shot this on a green screen. They may have taken her into the studio. It's like, I feel too tired to go outside. I'm on chemo, and can we just not set this up?
I was just gonna mention that's possible.
Yeah, because there's like a lot of green spill up underneath the bench thing there, but the background never moves. But then she's wearing the same, they call it a jumper.
Yeah.
That she was wearing like 7 years ago in a video.
How dare she? How
She's
dare
a royal. She is a royal.
The same jumper that she wore 7 years ago. Is it actually the same jumper, or is it a new one, or is it a new model?
Let's see here. Hang on a minute, because I got to find. Strangely, this stuff is difficult to locate, and again, I'm not saying that it really is a fake. I'm just saying they bring up a lot of good points here. Where in the hell is her? Why do they call it a jumper? I really don't know.
I don't know. I don't know, actually.
It's a shirt.
Well, it's a sweater or blouse.
Yeah, but if you Google Kate Middleton jumper, same jumper, you get a bunch of pictures of Kate Middleton in clothing. I mean, not that you'd find her naked, but...
I'm not opposed to that.
I'm not either. And you can even buy the $21 striped sweater similar to the one that Kate wore.
That's not the same one she's wearing.
No, I don't think so. No, because I doubt she's wearing the $21 version. But
I'm just saying that. See, the one she's wearing in the picture here to the right, that's not the same one.
No, it's similar, and it's only $21. What do you expect for $21? I can't find a picture of her there's a photo of her standing there in the same striped sweater that she has on in the video, and it's from a picture 7 years ago. Okay. And again, they brought up a very good. When was this one? And maybe she just likes. Maybe she just likes the. Oh, okay, here. Well, you know what? This is actually something that might debunk the fact that it's not real. Is that the same jumper? Because that's from 4 years ago. So she may just wear the same clothes all the time. I'm just here to find the truth. I just want the truth. And it's sad that we can't find the truth anymore. That's really what is at the heart of everything we're going through.
Now, I will say this. It is interesting that the king and the princess, soon to be queen of England, both have cancer, and they both, had that done. So it's interesting that something like that happens.
That they would.
I'm not saying it's that, because if it was that, they would have said something about it.
They would have said something about it.
Yeah, they would have said something.
But they haven't said anything, so that's not what it is.
They haven't. There are headlines out now, though, that are asking questions of why cancer is so prevalent, becoming more prevalent in the younger population. And
Shut up.
In
Shut
any
up
of the
and
articles,
and don't
if
don't
any
ask
of the
questions.
articles that they ask that question, they don't mention that, so it can't be that.
No, can't
Okay?
be.
I've read, I swear, I see the articles and I read them because I want to see if any of them even remotely mention that. They don't.
No. And they never will.
They don't.
And
it's
they
like it
never
doesn't,
will.
It didn't exist. It's like it didn't exist. There's no, it's not possible that could be the cause of it.
No.
And yet, doctors, personally, one-on-one, will tell you.
They're lying bastards. Those doctors. You can't trust doctors.
No,
lying bastards. That's all they are. You're right. If it had been that, they would have told us. They would have said something, but they haven't told us.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop it. That's not what it is. Even though it is very coincidental that they both had the.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Turbo cancers have been popping up.
It is.
But it's not that. It is not that. Maybe it was an ingrown hair. It's possible that it was an ingrown hair.
Oh, so you're a doctor now.
I just saw the headline and I thought.
Man's ingrown hair left him brain dead.
I can't believe you haven't seen this.
Okay, calm down.
You didn't see this?
Calm down.
He attempted to remove an ingrown hair. He's here in Texas. We should go. You know what? We should go see him before he dies, because we didn't do that with the Paul Alexander, the polio survivor. And I didn't know he was in Texas.
I know. The last time I did that, though, I just felt bummed all the time. And I did actually go see someone who was dying.
We're all dying, Jeff. We're all dying. We all have an expiration date. It's okay. Anyway, the guy with the ingrown hair, Stephen Spinelli, he was diagnosed with blood poisoning after the infection got into his body.
That's because he tried to pick it out, right?
Right. I mean, but how many times have you done that?
I don't get ingrown hair, so whatever.
Right. I know. Well, that's why I moisturize, so that I don't have to worry about things like this. The good news, if there is any, look how much weight he lost.
That's so sad.
Look how much weight he lost. That's him after being in the coma for a month. And remember what he looked like beforehand. Look, I mean, he was a chubster.
At the Fiery Crab. Isn't that the same place where they had the big fight the other day?
Is they really? I mean, it might be.
No. I mean, the same. I know what story it was. Was the mom that had her kid steal stuff from a booth? Wasn't it that at the Fiery Crab?
That's the first I've heard of that Fiery Crab fight.
No, it's not a fight. It was a mom who had her kid steal. I think that's what's the story.
Shocking moment. Mother instructs her daughter to steal.
Yeah, was that at the Fiery Crab?
Yeah, it was Union City, Georgia. It's a Georgia restaurant.
Because I've never heard the name.
No, sorry. I can see how you would get these two confused, though. I can see how the Fiery Crab would be conflated with the Juicy Crab.
I knew it. I know.
It was nice. But it was at the Juicy Crab, which actually sounds kind of disgusting if you think about it.
It does. The Juicy Crab in Georgia. No, thank you. I'm going to go up the road a bit.
That crab was juicy. I mean,
I'm going to go up the road a piece. There's got to be a Cracker Barrel up there somewhere.
There's nothing like some freshly squeezed crab juice.
Oh, man. Nothing better. Nothing better.
That was some honey on a biscuit.
I love crab legs, though.
I love crabs, but I
love me some crab legs.
Never heard them considered.
We used to trade. I think I've actually told this story on this show, too, before. But I used to trade, well, not me. I did not do this. A person that I lived with, a roommate of mine that I was against at all times, used to trade marijuana to the chefs behind our apartment, and they would give us buckets of Alaskan crab legs for the pot, and we ate like kings.
That's a hell of a deal.
We ate like kings.
That's a great idea. I mean, I can see.
Awesome.
I can see that. I mean,
I'm sure that I'm absolutely positive that they paid for those crab legs from the restaurant.
Absolutely.
And at the time, I believe, and I could be wrong on this too, but I thought for sure marijuana was legal at the time. So what are you going to do? It was all legal. It's on the up and up.
It's understandable.
On the up and up.
It's understandable. I'm also gonna. Then
I love those guys. We lived up on the second floor. I can still see them. The restaurant was across the alleyway, and the back door in the alley is where all the chefs and cooks and workers would come out to smoke. And they were so much fun. And all he would do is, bro, I got a bucket of crab legs.
At the Juicy Crab. Come on down to the Juicy Crab.
Oh, man. Yum, yum.
Oh, speaking of yum, yum, I'm going to guess you've not seen this one then either.
Oh, I did see this one, yes. Now, what are you going to do? So this guy, there's a train accident, and the guy just picks up a leg and starts eating it.
There is video. Awesome. Video of him doing that.
He just picks up the leg. How many times, Brad? How many times you seen an accident, and you see a body part laying there, and you think, man, I'm gonna gnaw on that for a while.
I'm probably the wrong person to ask that to, because I actually have, but that's a different story. But I did not want to pick it up and eat it. That's the weird part.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. You have to pick it up and gnaw on it. So no, so 0 for you on that.
It's a big 0. Where in the somebody sent me a video.
Yeah, there's video of him.
Of him
Yeah.
He walks along, picks it up, and the cops all pull up, and he's like, "What?
What's going on? This is my body part.
I found it. I'm eating it. Get the hell out of my." Is it? Let's see. Is it this one? Because
really good. No, really good. And that's what you're gonna do.
We're always talking about feeding the homeless. And then
where was this again? Where was this? Where did this happen?
It was no. Sorry, Wasco.
I know, but was that Arizona?
Sure, because they got some. It's I don't know where it is. Wasco. Is it maybe Texas? No, it's.
If it's Texas, they should use those letters.
Right. Because I was trying to figure out last night where Wasco was, and it's right there, in the picture, and I can't find the video.
Where is it actually in California?
Jeez, I don't know, but someplace it looks like where they have mission style buildings. I'm gonna go with that.
So
anywhere, maybe San Diego,
Southwest California, probably.
Right. In all California, Southwest. Let's see, Wasco, California. No. Paige would know. You know what, Paige?
Specifically, California.
In the let's see, Paige. Where is Wasco? Because Paige is out in California. At least she used to be out in California, and she's not answering me. Damn it.
My gosh, I could just look it up. I don't wait for Paige.
You could. Well, I was trying to give her something to do. She's just sitting there in the chat room and talking, and I thought maybe she could use some like a chore. Apparently, she doesn't.
I hate to see women just sitting there doing nothing.
You want to hear something funny about Paige? Funny story. Well, it's not so much funny. It's a small world. When I was in high school, I went with some friends to Leo Cabrillo State Beach.
North of Bakersfield.
Oh, the armpit. Sorry.
Yeah.
But we went to Leo Cabrillo State Beach. I'm pretty sure it was Leo Cabrillo. And my friend Brian and I, we're teenagers walking on the beach, and we meet these girls, and we're like, hey, and we're kind of talking up because, hey,
how you doing?
And
good looking.
So that was 40 something years ago. And that's Paige. Paige and I, Malibu. Maybe it was Malibu. You're right, Paige.
So she remembers you.
Yeah. She said
wandering along the beach.
She says, yeah, she's. I remember it too. I remember, but and we've not seen each other since then.
Let me ask you a question, Brad. This is just now. I'm just asking a question.
Yeah.
I absolutely believe Paige, and I believe that it's true. Mm-hmm. But did she remember after you told the story?
No, she did not. She did not. She contacted me first, and I've only been I mean, she's wanted very little money, so it's been like $100 a month I've sent her. And I thought, well, that's nice. She doesn't really want a whole lot of money, so I'll just, $100 a month. And
Okay.
but
That's not bad.
That's what a small world it is. And see, if you're just nice to people, they remember it. If you're a dick to people, they remember it.
Right.
That's some good life lessoning right there.
Right. Thank you.
Just say it.
So, are we going to get to your stung in the genitals story? Or?
Wait a minute. Did I say genitals? Did I say genitals?
No, you said groin, I think, right?
I did. Did I say?
Now I question what I heard. I don't know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Stung in the man part.
This was. I feel like I should read this backward. I'm going to read this story backward because it makes for a more exciting little adventure. Hang on.
Okay.
I'll put the picture of the man up on the screen so that you can decide, whether or not this guy is right here. This is the guy on the left is the dude that it happened to. His name is Michael Farchi.
Okay.
I'm going to read the story backward. It's a good idea.
Of course, this is attorney Brian Varag.
Yes. Do you know Brian? That's weird.
I've never needed Brian's assistance or attorney help.
It's I'm not saying Michael Farchi might look a little shady, but anyway, it's a good idea to always inspect a hotel room.
If he's playing a part of a Russian gangster, he's doing a good job.
He does seem to be doing that. He does. So always inspect a hotel room and its surrounding areas upon checking in. That's the last line in the. For their part, officials from the Venetian Resort, Las Vegas, responded to 8 News Now request for comment on Monday, saying, the resort has protocols for all incidents, and we can confirm they were followed in this incident.
Of course. I wasn't going to doubt the protocols of the.
Never doubt the protocols. While Varag said he is confident that the resort has policies and procedures in place to avoid situations like the one Farchi found himself in, it's another thing the attorney posited to ensure that the procedures are followed.
Thank you.
He doesn't trust them. That's in short, he does not trust them.
Oh, you said it's policy. Oh,
right.
Okay.
An incident number from the resort marked the event, Farchi said, adding that he was considering legal action.
So they did follow protocol, though. There's an incident.
They did do that. Attorney Brian Varag said the scorpion's sting has been a source of trauma for his client.
Oh, I bet.
A report filed with the Strip property, Venetian detailed the incident, saying that he had been bitten by a scorpion on my groin testicles at 8 a.m. The report indicated Farchi told the staff he was in a lot of pain. He blamed the Venetian for the incident, adding that the scorpion was in the bed when he was sleeping, and he was diagnosed.
Yeah. I've seen them. I've seen them around the bathroom, the toilet before. Not fun.
They used to when we would go camping, and I thought, let me get that for you.
Thank you.
The picture is not there. There's a picture of the scorpion in his underpants. But when we go camping at Lake Mead, they would all sit on the side of the cinder block bathrooms when in the scorpions in the sun. I mean, there were hundreds of them. I've never been stung by one, and I hope I never am, especially in the testicles.
So it didn't say that it swole up or anything. It just that he was stung.
Size of cantaloupes.
Did it say that?
No, I would imagine, though, that it would. I mean, why wouldn't they? You get stung by a scorpion there. I'm surprised half of the hotel wasn't awakened. Because if that had been me, they would have been. By the crying and the shrieking and the howling.
So we then, just following along your path, Brad, we believe that this actually happened.
Right. And that's the sad thing. That's what makes me saddest about the world now, is because I can't even have any faith in really good human interest stories. I want to, but even the good ones, even the ones that make you go, oh, the dad coming home at the airport, from war and hugging the kid, and you find, they staged that or something. It's upsetting because I want to believe.
A few of those have made my timeline in the last couple of days, but I think it's because it's just the way the algorithm works. I think it's because you posted your sad suicide story of the military veteran.
I looked that one up.
So that actually alerted the algorithm, oh, they like sad, beautiful military stories. So that algorithm then sends me, oh, look at this 10-minute video of dads coming home from war and the children giving them hugs and crying. Okay, enough. All right, enough already.
I don't want to sit around all Saturday crying at these videos.
I've got college basketball to get to. Let's go. It's March Madness.
Yeah. You and basketball, and Keith too, and basketball. I'm like, yeah.
I don't care about the men's so much. I mean, I care about the men's just when we get down to the Final Four. I'll care about it. But really, I really just want to watch Caitlin Clark in Iowa. It's her last two. And she's got women's basketball on fire, breaking all kinds of records. And to be clear, Caitlin is awesome, and she took Iowa to the national championship last year, but lost. And her the only thing that she has left to do is to win a national championship. So if she doesn't win a national championship, a loser. All those records she broke.
And she is a tall drink of water.
Oh, I love Caitlin. She's on fire, and she's making all kinds of money at Iowa. She's good. She said she's going to turn pro, after this year. This is her final season. I mean, the place sells out every time, and these are legitimately. I mean, they're assuming they're going to win this game today against Holy Cross, which they should. Mm-hmm. Upsets do happen, but I doubt this is going to happen. So between this game and the next game, that will be Monday, I think. Those are the last two home games for Caitlin at Iowa. Prices are through the roof. I mean, it's pretty exciting for Iowa fans.
They are. Let's see. The article says that their popularity is now surpassing men's.
Oh yeah. Oh, most definitely. Her ratings, people tuning into I mean, it's just fun to watch. It's fun to watch.
I think I'm going to be. I've got some ingrown hairs I need to be plucking today.
Fun to watch.
I just basketball. Do you have a joke or something to take us out? I mean, are you done?
I do, because I tell you this: you were talking about being nice to people, and people remember that.
Mm-hmm. Being a douche. They remember that.
Well, people remember that as well. But I'm talking about, you also mentioned that being nice to people remember.
They do.
And this this is a story about someone being nice, and he knows that God will bless him for it.
Okay. It's a sweet story, I can tell.
So he tells the story that he was in Walmart yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you know what? I don't know that it's a he or she. I just said this person.
Geez, hang on now. Disclaimer.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
That's from the legal department. That's not me.
This person was in Walmart, and this elderly lady was in front of this person, and her total came to $279.68. But her card was declined. Mm-hmm. So you already know what I did. Oh. God will bless me one day. There's a lot of groceries, but I help her put them all back.
Wow, that's a good time to hit that button right there. Just to remember, you can email Jeffy, chewingthefat@theblaze.com, or me. Of course, I won't answer you, but Jeffy,
I will.
JFR. I probably won't. It's me. And then, are your cameos, can people get those free?
No, the Cameo is not free at Jeffy JFR on Cameo or Jeff Fisher on the Cameo website. That is not free.
Are you sure?
You're positive.
Okay. I'm still not in defeat either. But you can text Daily Mojo to 80123, and then you can send us, text and pictures and money and stuff. And are we back next Saturday?
I thought this was the deal.
I'm just asking. I've said it on the screen. That doesn't mean I believe it. Better say yes,
Oh, yeah.
otherwise I don't know. All right.
Yes.
So we'll be back next Saturday.